Why is it so difficult today? Hello world and welcome back. It's been, I think, more than a while this time.
Yes.
A lot for some people probably to unsubscribe from the channel.
No. The loyal subscribers are there. We're eager to watch this episode and we will do it, guys, today,
Finally, for those of you who believe that there's another episode, this is the time for redemption. But why did we take so long this time, Pep?
Well, we had pretty many things to do. Someone changed roles. Not to say, maybe not. But we have many things to do. Our projects, side project, also learning new stuff takes time. Our social life.
Social life. But also to pick a subject, right? Sometimes we discuss, we should make a video about this, but we never do because it doesn't seem to be interesting or there's not a lot to say.
Autocritic, maybe. We could do more topics that are easy, maybe.
But this gave us an idea for the video by itself, how it is to produce content, why you should also produce content, and what are the challenges. Because for me, Pepe, I think that when you produce, let's say, a new video every second day or every 3 days, which is very often, and you need some time to edit, you need some time to proofread what you've done, you need some time to prepare. So, when do you have time?
Yes, it's incredible because I see many of these kind of influencer tech blogger that are producing content like crazy, man. It's like at least one video per day, one video each 2 days. It's impressive.
But makes you wonder, how is it possible to be a professional on your job, have a lot of friction with everyday tasks, keep up with new technologies, but also have time to be ready to produce something every day? Either you don't sleep, or there's another possibility.
Whoa, guys.
I'm not trying to say something bad about anybody. I'm just wondering, when do you have the time to do all of those things? Videos are the top priority. Maybe your actual experience takes a toll.
Maybe the video became now their job. There was a moment where they were doing a job and then they changed. But still, to produce content, you need to prepare yourself. You need to use most important. Because you can study something, a theory about something, but if you don't use in the real code day, it's a bit pointless to me to explain something that you really didn't use. It's strange and rare to find people that are producing a lot of content. It's very rare to find that they are also good in the content itself.
Experience doesn't come with studying, it comes with time.
Now I have a question for you, because first time that I met you wasn't like by person, but was like on a
dating app.
It's like I saw your name, your surname. I noticed that on YouTube there are your video about solid principle. So man, now the question comes to you. When you were producing those kind of contents, how was the process?
Very good question. So we can take it back to the first series I made. It was correct about the solid principles. This was actually a work in progress for quite a while before I actually produced. In the beginning it was notes for myself. It was a better way to have presentation that would be shared with my team. And at some point, because it seemed to be helpful, I thought, why not produce something that I would find useful if I was looking for it. Released in quick succession, but I had already started working on them for months. And after that, as you can see, we don't produce content so much anymore. It's like once per 2 months, 3 months. I wish we could do more, I really wish. But real life comes in the way. We need to take time. For example, when we were working on the flows video, we did the flows, state flow, share flow. This came to be out of a real world scenario. We had the problem at our current code base, and while studying on how to improve this problem, we made this video. So we had actual experience. If we had just studied the Google documentation, maybe some blogs, and we just said, you know what, share flow versus state flow versus live data or whatever, would we actually be at the level that we want? For me, no.
No, it's a very good point. And as you said, learning by teaching. And there was a way of saying that I don't remember, so I will try to figure out how it was.
It's okay.
Tell me, I will forget. Show me, I will still forget. Probably we have to cut, I have to search, and I have to say again. So there were 3 ways, but there was a way, make me do, and I will learn it.
Okay.
So this is the difference.
We can keep this.
So let's...
But I want to keep, sorry to interrupt you, I want to keep this point that you said by doing, this is how you learn,
Yes.
right? So I will ask you about this in a moment, but before we go to this part, I want to show to our viewers that you need to be very careful on which sources you choose when you're learning about software engineering and anything in general, really. Don't follow the clickbait titles, don't follow necessarily whoever produces the most content. Try to find a valid source and try to always be critic about it, skeptic. Don't take everything that we say even for granted, because this is our opinion. Maybe we are wrong, and it would be nice to see that we are wrong in the comments, in a discussion on Reddit or wherever, because this is also how we improve. Remember, software engineering still comes down to the principles, to the basics, the things that have always been.
Even something more like, let's say,
A stroke.
There, I will tell something that provoke even more.
Okay.
Sometimes even our loved Google did something like that. For example, pushing a lot compose at the beginning, using some strange component and then was like not used anymore.
What you mentioned about Google, even Google, such a huge company with amazing engineers, they can get some things wrong. Even we can say that a lot of things on Android are wrong. Maybe we can make another video about this, but anybody can get it wrong. It's our responsibility and your responsibility to keep an open mind. Very good point. This is the time to ask you to come back. I put a callback a few minutes ago that I will ask you. Now the callback rang. It's time to ask you. You said that you learn by doing.
Yes.
It's time for you to start preparing content. I know that it might not seem like something that you want to do always, or you feel like there's nothing to say. Trust us, there's always something to say. Even if you're a beginner at something, produce a video about it, progressing from one level of seniority to the next. It doesn't have to be, what Pepe said before is very, very good, because it's about finding the audience that are in the same phase, the same time as you are. So there should be some other beginner somewhat out there that may be looking for somebody to share opinions with, and they find your video, and then it's a good match. And also you will learn faster. Then the conferences. It's a perfect way not just to attend and meet new people, but also to put yourself out there, present in the conference. Don't just attend it.
Yes. Risk, guys. Also because you put, as you said, yourself in discussion, so you have other point of view. It's important to have other point of view. And for example, in this way, you will grow for sure. Even if you don't think that you are good enough, probably there are a lot of us is a bit introvert. Usually the engineer are. So guys, don't worry. Also doing, for example, starting with a simple article on a blog could be a good beginning. You see the comment of the people and you interact with them. This is very helpful, I think.
Yes, and it's okay in the beginning if you have one view that's from you, it's okay. In the next video, maybe you have 2 views. Then after 5 ones or 5 blogs, maybe blog posts, maybe you have 5 views. Why?
One view from you. I like it. One view from you. Not even your mom is watching.
Not even your mom, yes.
You said to your mom at least 2 guys.
This is all to say you don't expect the recognition immediately.
Yes.
But what you will gain is not just the fact that you will learn faster, but I cannot tell you how much this channel has helped me throughout the past years of my career. There are a lot of times that I've been in interviews with candidates to join my company, and sometimes they've seen some of the videos and they're like, maybe they want to join the company, or vice versa. When I am interviewing to go to another company, I can also show this. You know what? This is something I do on my free time, and they have a better understanding of who I am. It's not just about my references, it's not just about my work experience. And now that we are doing this with Pepe, I have to say that Pepe has done a very good talk at the conference, and we will link it in the description because you talked about atomic design.
It's very nice. I want to add also that is like showing your soft skill, because if you share your repo, for example, you show your code skills, but if you show also your human side, you are showing another side of you that I think is interesting to see. I really love to watch the other blogger videos. They are very inspiring. So try, guys.
Very good point. I think the first thing we are actually looking for when we see a CV from a candidate for any position is to see if there is any link that's personal, not just LinkedIn, not just a GitHub. Man, don't say it.
I think it's easy if you have Instagram or fans.
I was saying that it's first thing we're looking to see something personal. So if you have a blog or you have a YouTube channel or even a TikTok channel, this can do. You can make those small 30-second videos. 3 ways to sort an array in Kotlin and something like this. It's still valid. You can do it. It might not be as useful, but if this helps you learn the ways to sort an array in Kotlin, then shoot yourself. The idea is just do it. Get yourself out there. Every time we produce a video, there is risk. Maybe we are saying something that's totally controversial, or maybe we are producing something that might be totally against what the community agrees on. And then we paste this link on Reddit, asking other people, what do you think? And maybe they roast us in the comments. It has happened and it will happen again. It's part of the process. You shouldn't be afraid to risk.
Don't care, guys. It's okay.
At the end of the day, it's your perspective, and we want your perspective.
Well, very good point.
Thank you.
I think we can
wrap this up.
wrap this up.
Yes, what we said is like, choose your sources, be skeptic about what you see, even from trusted sources, produce content. Start with a blog post, start with an article, go with a video. There's nothing to lose. It's a win-win situation. It will just take a bit of your time because yes, it takes some time. It's not easy to make a video. You need to say, this afternoon, we're just gonna be doing this, and then I'm gonna take a few hours to edit. It's okay. It's worth it at the end of the day.
Don't be afraid to fail. This is the point of everything. I like this part because don't be afraid to fail. The fail is part of the winning.
Wow, this is great.
You know the iceberg you see just the tip of the iceberg, but you don't see what's bottom, the many fails.
It's like that you say you had a child and everybody says congratulations, but nobody knows how many times you were. With these amazing quotes, we will leave you. And until next time, hopefully not that long from today, this was the Amazing Cards.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Fail.